Hello and welcome back to the Coin Lady channel. We have XRP to discuss, but I'm going to take the day off tomorrow first. I have a lot to do, and I wanted to warn you in advance. This is why Johnny Deaton, an advocate of cryptocurrencies, is so confident that Ripple will prevail in its case with the SEC. I'm confident that the current Supreme Court will rule in favor of Ripple and put a stop to the SEC Gov's outrageous overreach. About the EPA versus West Virginia trials. Just read it, and you'll see that I'm right. I had no doubt that Ripple would prevail on appeal thanks to the quality of its summary judgment brief. The judge's interactions with the SEC's attorneys have bolstered my faith in this outcome, and the judge consistently grants Ripple minor victories. John Deaton believes that the SEC's assertions are so ridiculously outlandish that they argue a person who gets XRP in Japan is in a joint enterprise with Ripple and all other XRP holders, and that XRP is a security, despite the fact that Japan's own regulator says it is not. Gary's ambitions extend beyond the United States, though. He also wishes to establish hegemony over crypto in other nations. Does he not know that the United States border is the end of his jurisdiction? This is really out of control. In short, you've been hacked. It has been speculated that the Biden administration pressured Gary Gensler to go it easy on China in exchange for billions of dollars in client funds, leading to Gensler's resignation. He's wiped off $65 billion, and Gary hasn't even remarked. His schedule is instead jam-packed with appointments with Chinese government officials. That is what I think is actually taking place. Former Goldman Sachs executive and current chair of the Clinton Super PAC-CSC, Gary Gensler, was Clinton's chief financial officer. President Joe Biden nominated Gary Gensler, although he's under investigation by Senator Chuck Grassley for wrongdoing in connection with his son's international business transactions. The administration has been accused of pressuring Gensler to take a softer stance on China and Wall Street. I can see this occurring, as I feel the current administration aims to stifle innovation in the United States in order to allow other countries to catch up. It's not hard to picture this scenario unfolding. Take a look at the way he currently allows Gary to run amok in the crypto department. What else can I say? On his last day as a commissioner a month later, Clayton would join two Democratic commissioners in launching a landmark action in the cryptocurrency field against XRP Ripple, wiping off $15 billion in value overnight. Court filings show the SEC disingenuous claims, lending credence to the theory that Clayton initiated the complaint solely to placate the incoming administration. We can be sure he was hiding something, and our best guess is that it had to do with China. Moreover, I am certain that this was in fact the case. Also, Gary is now causing quite a stir in the crypto industry. Take a look at how much the SEC is making from fines. Facts: the Securities and Exchange Commission is actively discouraging new business creation and exporting American innovation. This double standard in enforcement action against regulated firms like Ripple by unelected regulators must end. After coming in completely open, Ripple was still sued. Some corporations enter the market while already engaged in criminal activity, and they're given a pass. There seems to be an issue. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong warned last week that the lack of clear crypto regulation could cause the United States to lose its role as a financial center. Both he and Kraken's CEO have urged lawmakers to establish concrete crypto laws as quickly as possible. Yet due to the lack of laws, the crypto sector is currently in disarray. Nobody can figure out what to do next. Then what occurs? A lot of their practices, such as staking, end. They have stopped creating new tokens because of the high likelihood that they will be classified as securities upon launch. A receptive Congress. But my cryptocurrency startup won't be based in the USA. The construction industry and cryptocurrency both benefit from downturn markets. Absolutely, I'm optimistic that 2023 will be the year more builders start to touch the real world thanks to the explosion of interest and projects in the regenerative finance field and the growing interest in bringing real-world assets on-chain. Indeed, I have a very pessimistic outlook on the United States as a venue for developers to start cryptocurrency initiatives, especially if the idea involves or could involve a token. Then what occurs? That company has chosen to expand into international markets. The situation is exactly as you described. And if this keeps on, the United States will fall more behind. Stablecoins are currently the focus of attention, and US Senator Toomey has introduced a measure to regulate them before Congress adjourns. By digitizing the US dollar and making it available on a global instant and practically cost-free basis, I predicted that we would see regulations around stablecoins put in place before genuine cryptocurrency restrictions were put in place. If the bill passes, non-state and non-bank institutions will be able to issue stablecoins so long as they obtain a federal license developed and issued by the U.S. Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, which states that stablecoins are highly backed up with quality liquid assets. Stablecoins have the potential to be widely used across the physical economy in a variety of ways. That's apparently what they are after, and I think it's because they plan to attempt to get a CBDC forward as quickly as possible. Stablecoin regulations, I believe, will first lead to it, and then they will regulate. Businesses in the cryptocurrency industry are increasingly using crypto solutions to boost efficiency, increase agility, reduce costs, and provide superior service to clients. Auto on-demand liquidity is no longer just for banks, it comes from Ripple, and we all know Ripple is going after enterprise and business now. In the future, XRP will be used for a wide variety of purposes. JP Morgan has decided to adopt the use of XRP. In the ISO 20022 standardization group, Ripple ranks first among the first 40 members. After JP Morgan claimed that XRP is ready for widespread adoption, the following document was released on his official website. Ripple cross-border payment infrastructure from JP Morgan Ecom, which plans to employ XRP as its settlement instrument. Based on my observations, JP Morgan is well aware that SWIFT is not a viable choice for them. Eventually, JP Morgan and Ripple will collaborate closely. Everything happens in due time. After Judge Torres rules on XRP, Bank of America will replace JP Morgan as the top financial institution. In light of this new information, we can confidently say that Bank of America is prepared to implement HODL. That might put them ahead of JP Morgan. That's why I think JP Morgan will explore XRP and RippleNet as a means of maintaining its competitive edge. The same day, real-time payments and increased interest from corporations makes Ripple a promising alternative to Swift GPI. Swift GPI was second, while the blockchain Ripple was third. For all intents and purposes, that sums it up nicely. I anticipate that Swift will eventually incorporate RippleNet, perhaps incorporating XRP in some capacity. What will occur there is currently unknown. Currently, it's still a little early to tell. Stunningly reverberating and magnificent. So, everyone is continuously trying to argue that they know better than everyone else and that XRP is superior to XRP. Compared to XRP, XLM is a superior option. Technology solutions like Swift's GPI and the many core consortia projects based on distributed ledger technology are moving closer to implementation, and they will work hand in hand with these two cryptocurrencies to achieve greater transaction tracking, trust, and transparency in the new financial system. There are emerging rivals positioning themselves as distributed ledger technology DLT-based alternatives to Swift for international money transfers. IBM has joined the already established Ripple. Although I mentioned this in an Excel video, many people still believe that the connection between IBM and Excel has ended for good. IBM continued interest in Stellar and XLM. There is still confusion about how successfully those two will collaborate. Things are starting to fall into place. Garlinghouse, Brad. It's likely that 99% of all cryptocurrency values will eventually be worthless. Where, therefore, will all that cryptocurrency cash eventually end up? That will unquestionably trickle down to the last few cents. These ISO coins, as we are fully aware that they are the cryptocurrencies of the future, despite the fact that few people seem to grasp this concept at present. A positive development is the influx of new capital into the cryptocurrency market. That occurs frequently in the crypto community on Twitter. Where should I go from here? I just now decided to put money into cryptocurrency. In some cases, customers are introduced while discussing practicality and applications. Due to globalization, I sense a shift in the nature of things. The road we've been on is shifting. The United States will experience a liquidity crisis at some point, that much is certain to me. They are going to gladly accept Ripple. Without a doubt, they will prefer to use XRP for on-demand liquidity. Everything happens in due time. For this reason, I will not sell my XRP. That it has a bright future is something I am well aware of, and we can see that future materializing before our eyes right now. But this is the time, as I've told you before. You keep your cool, keep your optimism, and hold on tight. I understand your frustration at seeing nothing except horizontal movement within the chart itself. It's boring to watch over and over again, but eventually we'll learn that devastating blow. The case should be resolved by March, when ISO is scheduled to go live. And if that occurs, I think XRP will easily break $10, and then everyone will be overjoyed. Very quickly, XRP will become the topic of conversation between all demographics. But I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. To everyone who has watched one of my videos, thank you. Please like and subscribe my channel. See you later, bye.